Devour.
Okay, what is up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of DSP Tries It. I'm Darkside Phil, as always. And what we're actually doing today, the item that we're testing, is not one that I had planned on doing. In fact, until I just happened to be at Burger King today to eat quickly. It's actually a day where I have to hurry up and eat really quickly because I need to get back in time for my second live gaming stream, which I do on Twitch TV daily, okay? And I didn't have a lot of time. I said, I gotta hurry. So what's the closest thing? The closest thing to my house to eat is Burger King, which is one of the reasons why you see a lot of these DSP Tries-Its are Burger King items, all right? I didn't know this existed, and I got to the drive-thru line, and there was a sign for it, and it says, Big King. And it shows a picture of this burger that looks kind of like another burger I'm extremely familiar with. I'll explain in a second. And it says, taste the difference that flame broiled makes. The burger they show is a double-decker burger with a piece of bread in between the two patties, cheese, onions, pickles, and some kind of special sauce, to which I said, this seems a little bit similar to the McDonald's Big Mac. And if you want my honest opinion, I think what they're trying to do is make a burger. I mean, they have their Whopper. Their Whopper is the signature burger of Burger King. But they're trying to show you if we make the same kind of burger that McDonald's makes, only flame broiled, it's better. So I've had the Big Mac many times. I'm not a huge fan of it. I think it's okay. Let's put it that way. The Big Mac's okay. I wouldn't pay a ridiculous amount of money for it, but every once in a while they have deals and stuff for it. It's a very bready sandwich. There's not a lot of meat on the Big Mac. It's more bread than anything else. All right. So just to show you, this is the Big King. I believe it goes for $3.99. Although don't quote me on that because I actually got the combo. Let me see if it says on the receipt actually. Nah, it doesn't break it down on the receipt as how much the sandwich costs by itself, but I think it is $3.99, okay? Which is pretty equivalent to what McDonald's charges for it. So just to show you, as I said, look, bread, and two patties in between. So to see what you get with it, you got lettuce, special sauce, okay? Two pickles, onions on top, cheese, as you can see, and then underneath, I can't really separate the bottom, I guess, because the cheese melted onto the bread. Yeah, but see, another patty and your cheese. So it is pretty much the Burger King equivalent of the Big Mac, okay? The question is it as good as the Big Mac? Is it better or is it worse? Is their taste test challenge, flame broiled versus fried, is it better? Now hold on a second because the onions are slipping. What I'm going to try to do is formulate it a little bit better here for when I pick it up and eat it, so that stuff doesn't fly off of it. Okay, here we go. Some of the lettuce, I always never understood that. Some of the lettuce that these places use does not even fit on the sandwich. Why would you try to put it on the sandwich? I don't know. All right, so there you go. Now it's special sauces all over my hand. Today we're going to try the Big King. All right. I put it into a neater stack now. Let's go ahead and take a bite of the Big King and see if it's any better than the Big Mac. Here we go.
Devour.
Well, I can tell you that's interesting, and here's why. First of all, I can tell you just with that one initial bite, I got far more meat in that one bite than I would get ever biting into a Big Mac. The burgers at Burger King are bigger than the burgers you get at McDonald's. Okay? Number two, It was less bready, obviously, because there's more meat. The special sauce does not seem to be as strong as the special sauce at McDonald's. McDonald's is a little bit more tangy. This is a little bit more sweet, I'd say. Also, there's less cheese. If you see here, there's only one piece of cheese at the bottom. With the Big Mac, you get a piece of cheese on the top burger and the bottom burger. So there are some distinct differences between the two burgers. It definitely tastes different because it's not fried. Fried meat versus broiled meat do taste different. And I could tell this tastes a lot. It's a meatier, but I don't know if the flavor of the beef is as on par as a fried burger. Keep in mind, a fried burger is worse for you. But the reason it's worse for you is because it retains fat as it's fried on a flat fryer, as opposed to this is a grill where the fat falls through the grill. So this has less fat. It's better for you, even though it's not good for you. It's better for you than a Big Mac, but at the same time, it doesn't retain the flavor of the fried meat. I'm going to take another bite, and then I'm going to think about this and give you my verdict. All right. Devour. Well, all right. I'm gonna take a sip of drink, and then I'll give you my verdict here. Okay. I think the Big King is interesting. It's an attempt for Burger King to do something. First of all, to take on their major competitor McDonald's, which undoubtedly is the biggest burger retailer, not retailer, but the biggest burger restaurant in the world. Okay. Basically say, it's a taste test. We use the same ingredients, but we cook it differently. You tell us if it's better. I don't know if it's better, because I think that fried burgers and broiled burgers are different. I think it's good. In fact, if you want my honest opinion, I think I like this burger better than the BK Stacker. The BK Stacker is that double burger they do with cheese, bacon, and some kind of other special sauce. I'm not sure what it is. I think this tastes better than the BK Stacker. I think it's interesting because you get the extra bread. Actually, it lends itself. I think if you get a BK double cheeseburger, it's a little bit too much meat. A little bit too much meat and not enough other flavors. In this case, the extra breading, I think, actually helps to dissipate the fact that there's so much meat in the sandwich. Makes it a little bit better. But right now, like, if you were craving a Big Mac, this would not satisfy it because it doesn't taste like a Big Mac. You know what I mean? I don't think it tastes any better or worse. It's just different. For what it is, for $4, I think it's overpriced, and here's why. Basically, it's the same patties as a double cheeseburger. You can get a double cheeseburger at Burger King for $1.50, and it's 2 patties of meat, cheese, ketchup, and pickles. Okay? Here, what did I get additional? I got an extra piece of bread, I got lettuce, and I got onions. Okay? And special sauce instead of the ketchup. So really, this is no bigger, when you think about it, than a double cheeseburger. Why is this $4 while a double cheeseburger is $1.50? And the answer is because they're trying to say, oh, since we're competing with McDonald's, we can make a price point that's equivalent to McDonald's. Well, no, you can't. You have to actually have a price point that is in line with your other products, and this is not. $3.99 for this is way too much for this burger. So I'm going to give the McDonald's Big King, all right, a 3 out of 5. It's pretty much right down the middle. Flavor-wise, I like it better than the BK Stacker, okay? I think it's a good alternative if you're not looking for the typical burger with ketchup or mustard or bacon or anything like that. And that's pretty much what the Big Mac is. It's a different alternative to a standard burger, okay? However, I don't think you can directly say it's better or worse than the Big Mac because they're different. They're made differently. It's different kinds of meat, different kinds of preparation. So obviously it tastes completely different. It won't satisfy your hunger if you want a Big Mac because it doesn't taste like a Big Mac. It has less cheese than the Big Mac. But the big thing for me is the price point. $4 for a burger that's the same as a double cheeseburger with a few different condiments is way too much money. So I think that it's overpriced. If it were not overpriced, I probably would have given it like a 4. But I can't do that in good conscience. It's too expensive right now. Interesting take. Interesting that they're standing up to McDonald's and trying to do direct competition. But overall, I don't think I don't think the ultimate result is going to be good. Because I think people are going to say, why would I buy this when I can get 2 to 3 double cheeseburgers for the same price?